On this episode of the Layover Live, Erin stops by to talk Google searches. Erin, what you doing?
Just running some searches.
Oh yeah, just click on that one right there.
No, I don't need to click. I just get my answer right here.
Oh. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 86 of the Layover Live, where we bring you the top article from the Layover each week. I'm Jason Swick, VP of Digital Marketing, joined by Erin McNamara. So Erin, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Happy to have you here. We're talking about zero clicks today and a really good article that came from SparkToro. SparkToro is a really great website. Rand Fishkin runs a lot of that over there, which is great. We're huge fans of Rand here, which is awesome,
fans.
right? But he has a really good article talking about a major milestone that's happened with Google in June, how the majority of browser-based searches are now resulting in zero clicks, which is something I think important and worth noting because it's important as we think about search and think about things in the SEO world. So before we get into this a little bit, let's talk about even what a zero click is. So maybe Erin, you could talk a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, so zero click is exactly that. So
Okay.
I run a search in Google and I do not click anywhere. I don't click on a paid ad. I don't click in the organic results. I'm not clicking. Now this does not count click to call. We have to remember because it's only tracking what happens within the browser. So I'm on a mobile device, I hit a phone number, I'm leaving that browser, that's not being counted, even though that is truly a click. So we're thinking just no website referrals came from that search. So I type in a search, I'm not clicking. Now there's many reasons for this. So number one could be there's a featured snippet. That's showing exactly what I was looking for.
Which we've seen.
Yeah, there's the knowledge graph. I mean, it's just, there's so many areas of the search where I can get my answer to my question that I don't have to click anywhere. Yeah,
it's a really good point because I think we've all seen this over the past few years, how Google's really been experimenting, really changing the way that we view results. It's this push towards this mobile first world, which is pretty crazy. Now the article also mentions that Google sends a huge portion of traffic also to their own properties, of no surprise. So thinking about that and thinking about DMOs out there, should be there any concern whatsoever with that?
So normally I would say yes, because it's grown so much over the years. But as Rand mentions in the article, that the media is really holding their feet to the fire right now. They are being kind of investigated right now, and they just want to make sure they're not setting up this monopoly,
Very true.
So I don't think that the referrals out to their own sites are going to increase over time.
Although convenient.
Yes, although convenient. So I think we're okay there. I don't think Google's going to be sending more traffic to their own sites in the future than they already are, because they're already sending a decent amount.
And it's still, and there's some reasons why that makes sense for whatever reason, whether it's maps or YouTube or those type of things.
Yeah.
So I think also it's them being mindful of that as well.
Oh yeah.
So they don't bite the hand that feeds them. At the same time, then what can we do as marketers about that? How do we need to be approaching this issue?
Okay, so first of all, everybody just calm down. For every 11.6 clicks on an organic search result, there's one paid click.
Yeah.
So
organic's still very important.
Organic is still very important. And we also have to remember there are more searches done today than ever before. So there's more search volume, even though we have more than 50% of people not clicking, there's still so many more searches than there were 3 years ago. So remember that, the opportunity is still there.
Absolutely.
Second of all, what are we doing to be that answer in the search results for folks that are not going to click?
Very important.
So are we optimizing our websites for featured snippets? Now remember, featured snippet optimization also helps with voice search.
Very true.
So we want to optimize for featured snippets. You had mentioned this earlier. We want to make sure the partners have Google business listings, make sure that they keep them updated so that when they are showing up in the search results, their phone number is right there, click to call. If people are visiting your destination, that's all that matters. So if we're giving them the answer right there in the search results,
and it's inspiring travel.
Right, they're still coming.
Right.
Now, for DMOs, a lot of the, kind of that scared, they're scared, and that's coming from the fact that you can now book a hotel straight from the Google results.
Very true.
You are getting your answers right there. And so the DMOs are like, oh my gosh, somebody's not booking a hotel on my site anymore. They're booking right in Google. first of all, we weren't having a ton of people booking on our sites as it was.
Very true.
But
Small
also,
percentage.
yeah, also they're still coming to your destination. So what we have to do is say, okay, I'm not going to get as many searches for Houston hotels, but what can I do to get those clicks for those longer tail keyword phrases?
Yep.
So, 10 years ago, SEO was, we need to rank for these very short phrases. Well, now it's, let's open up that box a little bit. What about kid friendly,
Right.
dog friendly, looking at an area of town?
Well, how we are using search today is very different, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
natural language. As you mentioned with voice, we're speaking about things in different ways. So we have to look at how we are looking at keywords in a much different
those
way.
longer
Right?
tail.
Yeah.
And also you have to think some of the searches that we've lost the click on weren't going to be highly engaged users anyway. So if I'm looking for the weather and I run a search and I see the weather right there in the search result, what were they going to do on your site? They were going to click to the weather page and then they were going to leave.
Yep.
So we weren't going to get that highly engaged visitor anyway. So what we need to look for is those phrases that are going to send the highly engaged visitor.
Yep.
Those long tail keyword phrases. Get those people to your site in other ways. Also, you need to still be ranking number 1, number 2 organically, because like I mentioned, 11.6 clicks on an organic result versus 1 on a paid. You still need to be ranking organically and sending that traffic through. You just need to look for more opportunities. I think SEO is more important now than it has ever been for that reason.
Could not agree with you more. It's such a competitive space. I think what we're looking for from an answer there is you need to be everywhere, not just thinking about search, but it be across the entire ecosystem, and then making sure that's trickling downstream to your partners through Google My Business or local SEO.
Yeah.
Other ways that we need to help our partners out.
And
right?
other Google properties too.
bet.
Are you doing AMP? Are you
What's your presence on YouTube?
Yeah, do
Are
you have your
optimizing
videos
for
on
Google
YouTube?
Maps? Are you also then optimizing on the paid search site? Because paid search, we can't forget about that either.
Absolutely.
Right, so it's very, very important. So really, really good tips there. Something to think about. Again, the world's changing. We need to think about not just search anymore, but think about our presence on the internet in general. So Erin, thanks for stopping by and sharing that. Thanks for tuning in each and every week. We really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed now, please subscribe to our channel. We're also available on podcasts, on Spotify, as well as in iTunes. Thanks for tuning in each and every week. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.